Welcome back, junior detectives. We have had 7 days, 7 weeks, not days, 7 weeks of digging and searching in the Bible with Roanoke Jones, ace detective.
Ah, yes. It's been a glorious time that we've been able to work side by side. One of the most brilliant detectives, Roanoke Jones. Oh, my hero.
You're right. I mean, kind of right. Let's not forget
Who?
Ms. Emily Swanson.
Oh,
Yes, as well. She is brilliant. She is absolutely brilliant. But today, our case is going to be asking for help.
Pause. We already did that one in the first case. If my memory serves me correctly, and it usually does, the main point was, I will accept help from others.
Wow, you have a really good memory, Miss Debbie. That was really good. This, though, is a little bit different.
Oh,
It's a little bit different. Before we talked about asking help from others.
Yes.
But today, we're going to learn about how to ask for help from God.
Oh, I see. Yes, there are many situations where you need like a person to help you.
Absolutely.
Like when you're trying to like move that rock from the backyard, you gotta move it over here.
Yep.
Or if you want to get up to those cookies way on the top of the refrigerator,
tippy top.
and you can't quite reach.
Or
what else?
if you get a bucket stuck on your head.
Well, what kind of goofy head would get a bucket stuck on their head?
Not
Nobody,
me.
no one
not
I
me.
know.
Certainly not you.
Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not.
So sometimes you need people to help solve your problems, but then
do.
there are those problems that people cannot help you with.
Yes.
The only one that can help you solve it is God.
That's true. That is very true. Great deduction, Miss Debbie.
Thank you.
Great deduction. You know what? You have become a brilliant detective
thank
in
you.
these last 7 weeks. You
Thank you,
have
Miss Stephanie.
great, awesome. Now, let's go to God in prayer.
Yes.
Would you join me? Yes. Oh, dear Lord, there are times when we can't go to other people, Lord, for help. But we can always go to you for anything and everything. Open our hearts right now, Lord, and allow us to learn what you would have us learn today in your word and the message you have given us. We praise you, we love you, and all God's children say, Amen.
Mysteries with the Bible. It holds all the answers that we seek to solve a case every time, every puzzle, every crime. It says as we seek, so we will find. So look left, look right, evidence in plain sight. The truth is right before our eyes. Don't you see it? Any clue we'll find it. Any riddle unwind it. Learn who's behind it. We will solve the mystery. Any case we'll break it. Any trouble we'll shake it. Whatever comes we'll make it. We will solve the mystery with the Bible. Mystery. When we have a case to solve, don't know who or what's involved. Around one thing we will revolve. The Bible, the only thing we need. It lights up look right, evidence in plain sight. The truth is right before our eyes. Don't you see it? Any clue we'll find it. Any riddle unwind it. We'll learn who's behind it. We will solve the mystery. Any case we'll break it. Any trouble we'll shake it. Whatever comes we'll make it. We will solve the mystery with the B-I-B-L-E. The B-I-B-L-E. The only thing we need. It lights a path that we can see. The B-I-B-L-E. The only thing we need. It lights a path that we can see. Don't you see it? Any clue we'll find it. Any riddle unwind it. We'll learn who's behind it. We will solve the mystery. Any case we'll break it. Any trouble we'll shake it. Whatever comes we'll make it. We will solve the mystery. Any clue we'll find it. Any riddle unwind it. We'll learn who's behind it. We will solve the mystery. Any case we'll break it. Any trouble we'll shake it. Whatever comes we'll make it. We will solve the mystery with the B-I-B-L-E. I'm going home, where the streets are made of gold. Down the yellow brick road lies a city with joy untold. And there's a place for me. I have a heavenly reservation where forever I'll be, joining in your celebration. Yeah, I'm going home. I wanna float. I wanna dance down the path of faith. Though the journey's unknown, it leads straight to heaven's gate. Walking in your ways, I am laying a strong foundation, calling on your name. I know I'll reach my destination. Yeah, I'm going home. 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 One day you'll see Jesus face to face. One day you'll stand beside those pearly gates. One day you'll step inside the place where I belong. One day I'll break dance on the streets of gold. One day I'll break bread with the saints of old. One day I'll break free and I'll be where I belong. Heaven is my home. See Jesus face to face. One day I'll stand beside those. Heaven is my home. truth, there's one book that I look through. And what it says I do, 'cause God, I look to you. To the Bible, that's the book for me. The Bible, that's the book for me. Yeah, that's the book for me. In the Bible are the answers. They are real, not counterfeit. This ain't no work of fiction. They will lead me down the right road, and I'll see the puzzle pieces fit. Right. When I need to know the truth, there's one book that I look through, and what it says I do, 'cause God, I look to you. To the Bible, that's the book for me. The Bible, that's the book for me. Yeah, that's the book for me. Sherlock Holmes was a great detective. He solved a lot of mysteries. But in one thing he was defective. He didn't use the Bible. Say what? To the Bible, that's the book for me. The Bible, that's the book for me. Read it every day. That's right, you heard me. Every day. To the Bible, that's the book for me. The Bible, that's the book for me. I'm telling you, it's the book. You gotta believe. Yeah, that's the book for me.
Kelly McCarthy, it's Roanoke here. I've got a very serious problem and I need him to take the case.
I haven't seen him yet. I've been sitting here all morning waiting to see if I can go on a case with him. But I don't think he's home. Maybe I can help. What's the problem?
I've forgotten something and I don't know what it is. And now things will go horribly wrong at the concert.
Well, how can you be sure that you've forgotten something?
I can't explain it. I just know there's something I forgot to do.
Well, did you reserve a building to have the concert in?
Yes.
Did you get enough seats?
Yes.
Well, maybe you forgot to...
Hire a band, sell tickets, rent a sound system, put up posters around town about the show. I've done all these things and dozens more to get ready.
Well, it sounds like you've done everything you can to get ready, but you are forgetting something.
I knew it! What is it? You have to help me!
You're forgetting the things that you can't control.
I have? You're right, I have! What do I do about the things I cannot control? Nothing, I guess. Looks like the concert's going to be ruined after all.
Maybe not. Let me show you an old case in the Bible.
This case starts with an old man whose name was Abraham. Now, Abraham had lived a good life. He was wealthy, he had land, he had a family, servants, hordes of livestock, and a promise from God that he would have millions of descendants. However, Abraham did have a problem that needed a solution. You see, his son Isaac was old enough to have a wife, but there weren't any suitable women in the area. You see, back then, it was the parents' job to find wives or husbands for their children. Well, Abraham was too old to go looking by himself. So he called in his oldest and most trusted servant and put him on the case. It would be the servant's job to return to the land Abraham had come from to find a wife for Isaac. Well, the servant knew the search wouldn't be easy, but he took on the case. Now, a good detective doesn't start his cases empty-handed. So the servant loaded up 10 camels with all kinds of expensive gifts from Abraham. And when he was ready, he headed off in the direction of a distant land. Well, after a long time traveling, he reached a town in the evening and had his camels rest beside a well outside of the town. And it was here the servant caught a break in the case. Evening was the time when women of the town came out to the well to draw water. So now the servant wasn't going to have to go door to door looking for a wife for Isaac. But as he looked around, which girl should he choose? This was going to be a tough decision. Well, the servant knew he couldn't complete his task by himself. He needed help, and he knew who to ask. He prayed to God, saying,
O Lord, God of my master Abraham, please give me success today and show unfailing love to my master Abraham. See, I am standing here beside the spring, and the young women of the town are coming out to draw water. This is my request. I will ask one of them, please give me a drink from your jug. And if she says, yes, have a drink, and I will water your camels too, let her be the one you have selected as Isaac's wife. This is how I will know that you have shown unfailing love to my master.
You see, the servant knew that God had the power to help him on this search. He even came up with a method for God to help him see which woman would be the right one for Isaac. And it's here that the servant on the case got another big break. The Bible says that while the servant was still praying, he saw a young woman approaching the well with a water jug on her shoulder. Could this be the woman for Isaac? Could God have answered his prayers already? Well, to find out, the servant ran over to her and asked the question he had planned. He said,
Please, give me a little drink of water from your jug.
Now came the moment that would tell the servant if this case would soon be closed. Would this woman say the right words?
Yes, my lord. Have a drink.
And the servant took the water jug and had his drink. So far, the plan was working. This woman could be the one. But that was only the first part of the test. Now the question was, would she offer to give water to the camels too? Well, it was then that the woman said,
I'll draw water for your camels too, until they have had enough to drink.
and she did exactly that. She emptied the jug into the water trough and then went back to the well to get even more water. This woman did exactly what the servant wanted. She had passed the test. And this young woman's name was Rebecca. God had helped the servant on his search. But Rebecca still didn't know any of this. As far as she knew, she was just being nice and helping the man with his thirsty camels. It was then that the servant gave to Rebecca a gold ring and 2 large gold bracelets. And he asked her about her family and if they had any room for him to stay the night. Well, they did. And later, the servant told Rebecca's family about his mission and everything that had happened to him. He asked if Rebecca would go with him to be Isaac's wife. And the family said yes. And they asked Rebecca if she was willing to go with the servant. And she said,
Yes, I will go.
Rebecca went with him and became the wife of Isaac. Abraham's problem was solved. Isaac now had a wife. And with that, we can say, case closed.
The servant had a similar situation to yours. He had done everything he could do, but he reached a point where he couldn't do anything else.
And so he prayed to God. That's what I forgot to do. I've done everything possible for the show, but still there are things that I have no control over. I can't control the the weather or how the band plays. I'm going to pray and ask God to make this the best concert this town has ever seen. Thanks, Kelly. Say, would you like to join me for the show? It's going to be a swinging time.
Why, thank you. I'd love to go.
Detective Roanoke Jones is the ever-present, ever-faithful, and ever-even-tempered Emily Swanson. I hope she's enjoying these few moments of peace, because here comes the newspaper girl, and her news is rarely good.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Inspector Leslie Stray, harassed and hounded by hundreds of help-seeking hooligans.
Wait, slow down. What happened to Leslie? Is he okay?
Oh, things don't look too good for him, Miss Swanson. Starting today, huge crowds of people have gone to the police station asking for help.
Oh, well, yes, but don't people usually go to the police for help?
It's not the usual request. People are demanding help for the littlest things, things they should do themselves. Things like doing their homework, tying their shoes, folding their laundry, cleaning their rooms, and brushing their teeth.
Strange. How are the police handling it?
That's just it. People aren't asking help from regular policemen. Everyone is trying to get help from Leslie Stray and from him alone.
What? One person can't do all those things. Besides, people shouldn't be bothering Leslie with all those kinds of tasks. This sounds like the work of Professor Artie Morty. I'll make sure Roanoke Jones is brought up to speed as quickly as possible.
Extra, extra, Roanoke Jones vows to solve this case as speedily as possible.
Oh, wait, that's not what I said. Never mind.
Good morning, Swanson!
Stop doing that!
From the newspaper girl's hasty retreat and the newspapers upon the ground, I can only conclude with certainty that you have taken up paper mache, a fascinating art form.
No, Roanoke. Leslie needs our help. Professor Artie Morty has somehow caused huge crowds of people to harass Leslie and ask him for help. But help with the smallest, most trivial tasks. Tasks that they should do by themselves. I suspect that this is part of some larger scheme to get rid of Leslie or just keep him busy.
Interesting. So, as I see it, the case involves Leslie, who is currently in need of our help. Professor Artie Morty has somehow gotten huge crowds to bother him and harass Leslie and ask him for help with the smallest, most menial of trivial tasks that should be done by themselves. I suspect that this is part of some larger plan just to either get rid of Leslie or just keep him busy.
Thank goodness you're on the case, Roanoke Jones.
Is that you, Leslie?
Pay attention, Swanson. It's clearly me, Roanoke Jones. So how are we going with the case, Roanoke? Found any clues yet?
Roanoke? It's me.
Oh, yes, it is me. I've already said that.
No, I mean that it's me, Leslie Stride.
Hi, everyone. It's Leslie Stride.
Could Inspector Leslie be over there?
This certainly is an extraordinary predicament.
I know.
Luckily, we have you, Roanoke Jones, on the case.
Leslie, can you give us any details that will help us unravel the mystery of why people are acting this way?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea how this happened. It's been like this all day. It was the worst when I went through Piccadilly Square on the way here. And that's where I picked up this Roanoke Jones disguise, just so I could escape.
I'd expect a deduction no less brilliant from the mind of Roanoke Jones. Bravo, sir!
So you say the behavior was the worst when you went through Piccadilly Square. That sounds like our starting point. Let's go.
I'm really a big fan of yours. Roanoke, do you remember the time when Dad took us for ice creams way across?
While the two Roanoke Joneses seek to unmask this mystery in Piccadilly Square, Professor Artie Morty tightens his tentacles of terror upon the town.
Excellent. This plan is going even better than I'd hoped. As each hour passes, more and more people will seek out Leslie for help. How did I do it, you ask? Simple, really. I've taken advantage of everyone's desire to be helped. I've installed an ingenious photo booth in Piccadilly Square. I included a sign that reads, "Ask me for help." And who wouldn't want free help? But this isn't a normal helping photo booth that takes your picture. As soon as someone enters the booth, a specific brainwave pattern is imprinted on the victim. They will be convinced that they must have help with everything, even the tiny things. They will also believe that Inspector Leslie Stride is the only one who can help them. With crowds of people hounding him at every step, he and his do-gooder friends will be too occupied to continue foiling my plans. And with no one to foil my plans, it will be easy for me to take over the city. What are you doing? Why are you standing here? Go and do something evil. Go, go, go.
Piccadilly Square, the city's premier living, shopping, and dining district. If there are people to see and things to do, they are being seen and done in Piccadilly Square.
Ah! Not again! Ah!
Oh, yes. The people definitely seem to be under the impression that Leslie is the only one who can help them. The sad thing is that Leslie can't help all these people with everything, and most of the problems are ones they can easily solve by themselves. And even when we do face problems that we can't face alone, we should ask God for help, not Leslie.
I know, but what can I do? I don't know if I can work on this case and solve all these people's problems at the same time.
Yes, it's clear that these people need help.
Oh, Jones, your clear grasp of the situation never ceases to amaze.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Leslie Stride. Can you help me?
Oh, yes, he's right over here.
Oh, Leslie, I'm so glad to see you. Can you comb my hair?
No, I can't.
Oh, please, help me
please.
with this. This is
Look,
so
Leslie,
Oh, no.
keep that up. Will you help those good people? I will go inspect for clues.
Oh, Roanoke, what are you doing?
This looks interesting.
Leslie, use the mask.
Yes, of course.
Look, there's Leslie over
Thank you, Swanson, but I don't know how many times that's going to keep work. Roanoke, please, tell me you've got some clue to help with this case.
Leslie Stride!
Yes.
I'm so glad that you're here.
What is it, Roanoke?
I need to know if my hat's on straight. I need to know how straight it is. And then I've got the squeak in my left shoe.
What's the notice, sir?
I wonder if you know how to get rid of squeaks out of a shoe. But I was looking for a really good movie. Maybe you could help me
part of
pick
some
one and then drive me
brilliant
around.
deductive
Help me to
reasoning
go shopping.
process.
I also need
I'm
to shave
confused.
and pick the cat out.
it looks like Roanoke's been zapped like everyone else.
Amazing!
Hey, everyone, it's Leslie Stride!
The
All right, think, Swanson, think.
Hurry, Swanson! I don't think the mask is working anymore!
All right. Let's see here. Roanoke just got zapped like everyone else. Now, the last thing that he was doing was examining this photo booth. All right, let me see here. Could this photo booth be what's causing this behavior?
Whatever you're doing, Swanson, please hurry!
All right, I can do this. Wait a second. A simple photo booth should not have this complex of circuitry unless, yes, somehow this booth imprints a new brainwave pattern on anyone who goes inside. It enforces them to ask Leslie, and only Leslie, for help. All right, I've got to have something in here about photo booths.
Please, tell me you've got something!
I'm looking.
I can't go on much longer!
All right, I think I found a solution, and it's the booth that's causing this behavior. So, we need to shut this booth down by getting it stuck in a logic loop.
What? How are we going to do that?
Well, I think it will work if you go in the booth.
What? I mean, what? That sounds dangerous. Won't it just scramble my brains like everyone else?
Maybe, but maybe not. My theory is that when you get to the machine, and the machine tries to get you, Leslie Strye, to get help from you, Leslie Strye, the machine will become confused, get stuck in a logic loop, and then shut down. Hopefully, this will turn everyone back to normal.
Well, okay, here I go!
All right, hurry, Leslie.
Did it work?
I think so.
Brilliant work, Roanoke! If you hadn't chased me into that booth, I'd still be being hounded by all these people and their problems. Genius, I say, genius! It's good to be back in my own clothes again.
Aha! It appears that this Roanoke Jones was an imposter! It was Leslie Strye all the time. Case closed! I think I've earned a cup of tea. Would you like some too? Yeah. Well, good. Well, let's go. Get some tea.
Well, how does he do it, Swanson?
Inspector Strye,
Yes.
I've just realized something. Isn't it strange that all of these cases involving Professor Artie Morty somehow involve Piccadilly Square?
I hadn't really thought about it.
Is it possible that Professor Artie Morty uses Piccadilly Square because his evil lair is somewhere nearby? Let's look around a bit and see if we can find anything.
Oh, yes! When I was in the booth earlier, I noticed a power cord running down a manhole. You think that manhole might lead us to the evil professor's evil lair of evil?
Only one way to find out. Follow me!
I can't see anything down here. Do you have a flashlight?
Sorry, no. Let's just keep going. Oh, wait a moment. I think I found something.
What was that?
Oh, no.
Oh no! Swanson and Leslie are caught in the clutches of Professor Artie Morty! Will Roanoke Jones be able to rescue them? Is this the end of our heroes? To find out, join us next time in the adventures of Roanoke Jones, Ace Detective!
Yeah, man.
Welcome to Keep Your Eye on the Ball. To be a good detective, you must have a keen eye for observation. Knowing that, here's a test. 3 hats, 1 ball. See if you can keep up with the ball. That was round number 1. Were you able to keep up? Do you think you know which hat the ball's under? Let's see if you're right. If you selected hat number 3, well done! But that test was on slow speed. Now let's see what you do when things speed up a little bit. Get ready for round number 2. All right. That was round number 2. Now, were you paying close attention? Do you know which hat the ball's under this time? Well, let's see if you're correct. If you selected hat number 2, well done! You are a very good observer. But let's see if you can keep up when the hats move at top speed. All right, here's round number 3. Whoa! That was the fastest speed possible. My arms are very tired. Now, I don't know if you were paying attention, but you better have been because I couldn't do that again if I tried. Now, which hat do you think it's under this time? Let's see if you're correct. If you said hat number 2, well done! You truly have the makings of a fine detective. Well done, junior detectives. And remember, anyone with eyes can see, but only a true detective observes.
Oh, Miss Debbie, isn't that awful? Just awful about Miss Emily Swanson and Inspector Leslie Strye. They have been caught by the evil Professor Artie Morty.
Oh, I just don't know what's gonna happen to them.
It's awful.
I mean, do you think that Roanoke Jones and all his brilliance can solve this case? I don't know if even he can do it. Oh,
honestly, I just don't know. I just don't know. I do hope that everyone is going to ask God for help, though. I do. That's
this
my
is
prayer.
a take it to God kind of problem.
Absolutely.
A definite take it to God kind of problem.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right.
I'm worried.
So stay tuned for next week, guys, because, well, I just don't know what's going to happen. They've been caught. They've been caught. But I do know what's going to happen after this video.
What?
After this video, if you stay on here, you're going to see some really cute faces.
Oh,
yes.
Some really cute ones?
Some of our friends. Some of our junior detective faces out there. So
great.
stay on here, and maybe your face is one of them. Ooh, pretty cool. Pretty cool. You guys have an awesome, amazing week. We love you, and we miss you. Mwah. See you next time. Bye, guys.